What's up, sassy gamers, and welcome to another Got Our Attention podcast. This is your host, Mike, and I'm joined today with Phoenix Nova, Day Drinker ATL, and Demurin. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Nothing, Phoenix?
What's up?
No, I was trying to remember if you actually said season 3, episode 16 or not.
I didn't.
I honestly couldn't remember one way or the other. I was like, did he say where we were at or what?
No.
Sure didn't. Keep you on your toes.
Yeah, right? Keep someone on their toes.
Thanks for catching it, though. So yeah, this is season 3, episode 16.
Speaking of keeping you on your toes, have you heard about the Twitch channel that kind of kept Twitch on their toes for their terms of service?
It's funny you say that. I do know what you're talking about. Do you want me to take this? I can definitely. So
way to kill a segue, buddy.
So if you're into Seinfeld and then bringing back the conversation from last week, we were talking about AI, or last podcast about AI and the chat and everything, how it's going crazy. So a developer actually made a Twitch chat bot essentially with the Seinfeld AI generated scenery to have stream 24/7 with automated just text that it's spewing out. It's just insane. So it was like a live.
It's insane, but it's cool because looking at some YouTube videos of previous episodes. It's not episodes. It's going constantly. It's 24/7,
constantly recording.
But some of it is like, the fake character, the fake Jerry character talking to the fake Elaine character, going, hey, have you heard about the new restaurant? And she goes, I have, but I thought it was too expensive, so I haven't gone down there. I thought maybe we could trade their food for some of our jokes. And
yeah,
it was terrible.
That's funny.
But
there's some dad jokes too, which are kind of funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in for that.
But yeah, it was.
But, I mean, overall, it wasn't the greatest.
No.
And it's because it's almost like a first grader talking almost, like it's at that level. It's not really,
Yeah, I mean, it's a chat bot.
But it got to the point where it went off the rails
nowadays. Apparently,
Yes.
It went off the rails. It started spewing it. So it went through the segment of just like where like Jerry would be standing there on the stage, like in the comedy club, and he basically just started spewing out this like awful, just I don't even want to say anything about like exactly what it was because it's just terrible stuff, but just a lot of bad things.
He said a lot of bad things of stuff that people have been hearing in the news recently that a lot of people have been bad about.
Yeah.
So, and it was strung together, and then the chat bot playing this Terry or whatever the fake name is, and said, yeah, and I was saying all these jokes, and no one was laughing. So it was, and it really broke Twitch terms of service for essentially hate speech and bigotry or however they.
Well, it is Twitch. How many viewers did it have?
I know,
because they might let it slide.
Well, that's because with all that, it's only a 14-day ban.
Oh yeah. So
2 weeks.
They're like, this is the future, guys. We're going to replace the people portion with just AI. It'll be cheaper to run it that way. Or eventually they're just going to watch a bunch of AIs playing video games and talking.
Larry Feinberg is
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, and it was talking about like politically liberal individuals like ruining the nation, and it was pretty.
Those damn liberals.
Yeah, right.
See, I didn't want to get into all that, but you guys had to keep going.
The owners of the company that actually run this, the channel and have kicked off this chat bot going through this Twitch, basically said, very sorry about this. The views expressed by the chatbot do not reflect the views of our company. They literally said that at one point.
You set it up. It's your fault.
Yeah, right. And they said that there was just essentially there was just an error or some type of bug that missed. It
That's
letting
a big
this
bug.
get it's a big bug, that's for sure.
They're like, we actually talked to our chatbot a little bit too much, and
Oh, Nelly. Listen,
Yeah.
you don't know
Or
these
actually, I
people.
talked to the
You
chat
don't know.
bot and he
No, I
said he
know
fixed
these
it.
people. I'm joking. Well, I know these are like great people, but I mean, it's an AI, so like every time anybody tests an AI, it always ends up going.
Always, because
if you give AI free range, they usually become pretty destructive.
well, yes and no. I think it's also if you train an AI off of the cesspool that is the internet, you're going to end up in a cesspool eventually.
Yeah, that's
Unfortunately,
100%
the
the case.
cesspool that is the internet is fueled by the cesspool that is humanity.
No,
so
it's true.
really,
it's very true.
it all comes from the same source.
Yeah, Gabe's greater internet dickwad theory.
Yeah,
which is you give normal people complete anonymity on the internet, and you get a total asshole.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
See, people always
yeah.
think that that's why I am the way I am online, and then they meet me in person. Like,
No,
oh,
that's
shit,
exactly how you are in
that I
person.
know for a fact. That is
I'm like,
that
no,
has
see, I'm the exception to the
nothing-
rule.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
So anyway,
yeah,
they got
14-day ban,
and
they're gonna try to fix the
it's
bug.
gone.
They're appealing the ban too, right? So
I did.
I don't know.
that one part.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're appealing it.
They I know that they said that they were going to appeal. They were trying to appeal the ban.
Wow.
Good luck with that with Twitch.
No, wait.
I mean, other than the
know
fact
about
that, like
that.
you said, they had a ton of viewers, so they're making Twitch a ton of money.
Yeah, Twitch is gonna be like, oh, it's your first infraction.
Okay.
I did watch it for
murder-
a little bit.
You didn't murder
I
anybody
watched it for
on
a little bit.
stream,
It was
so.
just on the other screen, just kind of doing whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I listened to it here and there, but it was entertaining. If it came back, people would still watch it.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
if it comes back, more people will watch it.
Oh, more
yeah,
people watch.
'cause
Yeah,
it's
for
hit
sure.
the news now.
Waiting for the next time.
If we've learned
It's
anything
gotten all this
over
free
time,
advertisement.
Yeah.
like no press is bad press. I mean, that's
Yes.
just how it goes.
Yep.
It's true.
Alrighty. Well, cool. So moving on to a little surprise for us today, Kelly.
Yeah. So what was it, October? I surprised Mike especially by opening up my Claminaze. And so for those of you who didn't see that episode, we can put a little link to it over there. Claminaze is clam flavored mayonnaise, Clam's Casino flavored mayonnaise from Cards Against Humanity. So inside of this jar is actually one delicious mayonnaise. Yes, it is fantastic. I have put it on many a
you.
sandwich. I'm going to tell you right now. I also do love mayonnaise, so that is also gross to say.
We need to get you down
so-
in like Australia and try some Vegemite. See if you like that too.
I love Vegemite. No, I totally love Vegemite. Oh my god, Vegemite and butter. Fuck yes.
Oh.
That's my
Okay,
favorite.
clearly-
Okay.
To ask.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. We made it past the initial
Yeah.
1 minute, so you're allowed to say fuck.
We're good now.
Okay, so clearly you were born in the wrong country. So continue on.
Apparently, yeah, clearly. So inside this jar is a deck of cards and a Clamo prize.
The
So-
only good thing to eat in that entire jar is actually the deck of cards. Funny enough. I would eat the deck of cards before I did the Clamaze. I'm just telling you.
The plastic around the cards was also equally delicious. I'm kidding. Don't eat the plastic. That's a joke. Okay, so we got
Eat
this
the
deck
plastic.
of cards.
You've got plenty of it in you anyways.
Yeah. That are all sort of clam related. One of the white cards is force feeding mayonnaise to Tom Holland. Another one
I would
is
never do that.
fucking a clam out of curiosity. Also, this is a kind of clam. It's a gooey duck. Did you have a gooey duck? Anyway.
Gooey duck?
And then it's a gooey duck. Have you never? It's a type of clam.
Well, I
It's
mean,
real. Oh,
knowing how I like
that's actually
seafood,
its name.
Can you
probably
show
not
that
too
Yeah, that's
surprising
true.
that I
Yeah.
don't know what that is.
yeah. Some of the black cards. When I think of Claminaze, I think about blank. That's right. We put blank in mayonnaise. So anyway, along with that, every single jar of Claminaze comes with a Clamo prize. I don't know if you can spread backwards.
It's the golden ticket.
It is the golden ticket. And so it's got a QR code on it, and you scan the code and find out what your Clamo prize is.
Wait, hold on.
Some people want
for those that don't know, do you have the list of prizes? If not, I can look it up too.
Yeah, go ahead. It's clamoprize.com or
Can you run like a VW bug shaped like a clam?
You're actually not too far off, except that they didn't even go to they didn't even go to the effort of actually making something look like a clam. Let's see, where's the list of prices? Oh, here we go.
The first
did you find it? Did you want to go ahead or
Clams Casino? Hold on, the FAQ. I'm trying to find the Clamo prizes.
I found them.
Why am I having trouble finding them right now?
The approximate retail of it's right on the rules page is where it is.
Okay, rules.
The approximate retail value of all prices is $298,800.
And one of them is like a 2000. The grand prize is a 2007 Camry.
Oh, I was gonna go the opposite way. Start at the little ones.
Sorry. Oh yeah. No. Let's see rules. Sorry. That way I can actually instant win claims law.
39,997 11th prizes. A freshwater pearl worth 15 cents.
Yes.
15 cents.
Yeah. Grand prize is a 2007 Toyota Camry XLE with approximately 185,000 miles on it. The approximate retail value there is $9,000. Then there are two first prize tickets, two first prizes, a trip for two to Pismo Beach, California, including coach class airfare, travel for two from major U.S. gateways and airports. So some of the other, you can get a Clamonaise mug. You could get a Clamonaise poster. I happened to get, my Clamo prize was a climate catastrophe pack of cards. And it came over Christmas, and I was so excited. And I was like, I'm not going to open these until I do it on the podcast. And so it came in this envelope.
Ooh, hold on.
But
keep talking. Just don't open until I do something else.
Okay.
It says on the front, it says time.
It's clam time.
That's how it came in the mail. Like, I'd be like, what the hell is this?
I was like, dead serious. Once I saw it, I was like, oh, I got so excited. One thing I will note, though, is it's shaking. There's like...
Not stirred?
Yeah, like my fear is that there's glitter in it, and it's going to go fucking everywhere.
I mean... like fear? What are you talking about? Fear? This is a hope. Don't open anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's a package inside of a package. So.
Yep. I'm almost there.
I
didn't think about this until earlier.
Like clam powder. Open it, just spills all over the place.
I'll put it in my coffee in the morning, Bruno. What do you think about that? Gross.
Or
I even grossed myself out.
Oh, good gravy.
I mean,
there you go.
That's another prize. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So I got my Clamo prize. Let's see. Oh, look at this. It says, Cards Against Humanity Climate Catastrophe Pack. Oh, actually, you know what's really cool about this? It says this product contains like 1 million seeds. Scan the QR code for planting instructions. I'm not going to give you my QR code.
That's why it rattled.
But yeah. So I don't know if you can see. You can't. I'll take a better. Oh, there you go. You can see those dots? Those are seeds. So maybe that's why it's rattling.
I wonder if they're just grass seed.
That would be
not that kind of grass.
Rude.
No, it's that kind of grass.
It's definitely not that kind.
That's also interesting.
I can already tell you right now, it's not that kind of grass. So
you can dream, okay?
Yeah. So I got my climate catastrophe.
Clamo prize only legal in the following states.
Yeah. Maybe that may be why it was rattling a little bit. Anyway, so I got my climate catastrophe facts. Some of the black cards say Al Gore is giving the world a wake-up call with his new documentary, An Inconvenient Truth About Blank. Breaking news, Florida destroyed by blank.
Florida
Some
man.
of the white cards, yeah. Sucking the farts out of a cow's butthole. Fucking a tree. A massive coordinated international effort to stop climate change. Not believing in science. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So I definitely... Oh, and that's what it is. Oh, it comes with an actual packet of seeds.
Yay.
That's what was
rattle.
That was really cool. So I got my sister and brother each a deck of a jar of Clementines. Almost made my brother throw up. And my sister was like, what? She was very excited. The other thing that I got then that we had talked about on our Discord was a friend of the podcast, Stu Flunky, had posted a miniature version of Cards Against Humanity. And I was like, what? And so I, of course, immediately went out and bought it. It is,
I mean, it was
no
like
joke.
instant because like you literally posted
instant.
And then it was like instant. A photo afterwards, like, got him. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I actually, stupid to tell on the podcast, love to watch shows on my phone while I'm taking a shower. And saw it, was trying to find something and saw like my Discord notifications. And I was like, huh? Clicked on it. And no joke, like in the shower with running water was like, went to Amazon.com and purchased. So it's legit. They're legit itty bitty teeny tiny version of the cards.
That's insane.
Yeah. And here are some of the white cards.
How many in the deck?
It's the full deck. It is an identical version.
Oh my God.
Yes. My sister was really stoked because she's going on a cruise. And she was like, I'm going to take this on the cruise. And I said,
oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, just because it's small.
Yeah.
Well, you can take
it's
it
tiny.
with you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was super cute. And I was super stoked about it. So highly recommend. Just get on Amazon. I think it was like $20 for the miniature version. And then Clementines you can only find at Target. So.
Thank God.
Yep.
They say it's the only mayonnaise in the gaming section.
Yes. It's hilarious that, you have to go to the gaming session.
Yeah. But I will update you on my seeds. I'm going to have to find out what kind of seeds they are. Hopefully there's some wildflower seeds I can plant. And that would be fucking incredible. So.
Just a bunch of invasive species.
Yeah, I know, right? That would be, especially being the climate catastrophe pack, that tracks.
And it being some cards against humanity,
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's actually a special kind of fungi.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Oh God. They are not
later.
plants. Fungi do not make their own food, so they are not plants.
I know.
Alrighty. So
wow, trigger point.
Brian, you actually
I know. God. Oh God. We're gonna talk about this, but
hashtag triggered.
Sorry. Let's continue. Let's move on.
So Brian actually just showed me this cool video.
Yeah.
And it kind of blows my mind a little bit.
Like even
actually a lot of it.
Even you watched it. You watched some of it, and then you had this question because you didn't realize one thing, and then your mind got blown again even more.
So there's a streamer that goes by the name of Miss Mika, and what she's been doing
playing a lot of Elden Ring.
198th. Yeah, she's been playing a lot of Elden Ring, but this is her 198th time try playing it on two different consoles. So one on PS5, one on PC, and one's on a dance pad, and one's with the PS controller.
Well, the video kind of chronicles
at the same time.
Her some of her spectacular or interesting fails and stuff like that as she goes through. Because I think the 198 it took her 198 times to beat Elden Ring by playing it simultaneously. Which which is pretty cool because she's already pretty good at Elden Ring, but it was pretty cool that it wasn't like she got out there and like just showed her best run and said, "Oh, look, I beat it, just on this dance pad."
That's perfect.
That's the other thing. One of the controllers, for those that may not be watching the video, one of the controllers is a dance pad for the PC version. And then,
so wait, I'm confused. She's playing She's playing on two different consoles. Well, one, she's using a controller. The other, she's using a dance pad as a controller.
Correct.
Yes.
So to be, I obviously follow this community a lot because Souls games are my favorite kind of games, and I've been watching her do this stuff for a long time.
You like Souls games?
But people have
Bruno?
What? People. It's like a trend almost, or it's like a thing for people to beat Souls games using really weird shit. Like I beat it with a drum set.
Yes.
Or a dance pad or a banana or whatever. Like they'll just find something, hook up a bunch of chords to it, and be like, watch me play this game.
Sony's got a patent for turning a banana into a controller. So just like it's just a matter of time. But it was cool because she's on Twitch. So yeah, she's obviously, everybody gets to see her try multiple times beat this game. It's great because
I am in awe.
Well, there's enough randomness too that there's sometimes that she backs one character way off, and here we go, day 3, 198 tries later.
Is this just her fighting Melania?
That's all she shows. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is just one boss.
I don't know enough because the video talks about beating Elden Ring, but yes, she only fights Melania. But if you watch, you'll see that there's times where she's fighting with one system and backing up to heal on the other system. And so it's not like she's doing the exact same controls to both, both PC and console.
She's having to track both things in her brain and try to determine.
And you can see her looking back and forth too.
Stressful.
Oh, she's,
I want to see her do it with heels on though. That's when you learn how to run in heels.
Yeah, right.
That's how I know she's
this. To give some additional context, the boss that she is fighting is touted to be by most people the most difficult boss in the game.
Dude,
difficult.
Seriously,
difficult.
Nothing but respect for this girl.
Also, you don't have to even fight this boss.
Yeah, it's optional.
To beat the game.
Wow.
So she's beaten Elden Ring.
So bad.
She's beaten Elden Ring with one hand. She beat Elden Ring with just the dance pad. And so now this was this whole thing where she did it with the dance pad and the controller. And again, I don't know her definition of beating Elden Ring because all she shows is just beating this one boss. But it's just crazy. So yeah, so she died.
That's nuts.
Or no. This is when she's in the cutscenes. So the cutscenes you can see are not synchronized. So she's going to come back and have to start fighting on one earlier than the other. It's pretty epic.
It's a 2-phase boss. So
yeah,
because she's doing 2 at once, she technically has.
Going to jump ahead a little bit.
The second phase is substantially more savage than the first one.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like it's a whole nother level of like
fucking crazy. Oh
how
yeah,
your brain works.
And she's got it like she's not like I would probably throw up after a while. She's
right.
Having to have to look at
looking back and forth.
She's looking at 2 like different monitors.
Yeah.
It's amusing that she's beating the piss out of this boss on the DDR pad.
Oh, and she's also got in both the console and in the PC, she has set up the same set of skills. Looks like weapon and armor.
I feel like you would.
Oh, she beat one. She beat the one on the dance pad.
She beat the one on the dance pad. You would pretty much have to some degree. Because like I feel like if you're running two completely different builds, it would make this way more difficult.
And she's running a build that specifically where she literally says it several times where she commits seppuku, where she stabs herself with the sword, which causes health loss, but provides her some other benefit.
Yes.
Wow. I don't know enough about it, but there she goes. She just won. And she literally just collapses down.
Oh,
even when she stands up, she's shaking because of like how intense the whole thing was. And then her subs just start going nuts.
Yeah, they started just climbing.
It was at 420. It's at 440.
Shit.
It's at 460. 490.
And her bits are also going up too.
Yeah, 70 subs in like just minutes of time, basically. Yeah, she's almost at 500. There's 500. So yeah, we are absolutely going to, just as normal, we're going to put a little card up there so that you guys can go and check out this video. Check out Miss Mika, both on her Twitch, and this is of course her YouTube channel where she chronicled this for being able to keep the VOD for a longer amount of time. Elden Ring apparently is not the main game that she plays, but she does play a lot of Souls-like. She plays a lot of RPGs. And she's been playing a lot of Elden Ring in the last year. So
incredible.
Yeah. She's
amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Pretty nuts.
Mind blown. And on that note, we're going to have to step back to bring our brain back in our head. And, we're going to take a moment to step away. We'll be right back. And we're back. I think I was a little rushed today. I felt like I rushed it. I didn't do it like I usually do.
Have you been going on a journey?
Yeah. You're like, and we're back.
Yeah. And we're back. And we're back.
Have you been going on a journey?
On a journey?
Yeah.
I don't know.
With the Electric Light Orchestra, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Or REO Speedwagon?
Oh my god. Anyway, so we're going to talk about some games. Before we get into that, Steam Next Fest just started on the 6th, and we've been playing some of those games, but we're not going to tell you about it here. We're going to tell you about it in another video, so make sure to check that out. But there's been a lot of fun games. Definitely check it out. It ends on the 13th, so you have a few days to play it if you're watching this as it drops.
Well, and not just check it out. Go check out, go check out us, but go check out Steam Next Fest, because there are literally hundreds of demos that you can install the demo. So regardless of what you're into, and let me just say, as someone who, as a lark, turned off his safe filter in Steam just because it's interesting to see what shows up, I can promise you that whatever you're into, there's a demo out there for it, because it's some scary stuff that I saw showing up. This is not signed in as me, so it shouldn't show anything like that. This is just going to the website.
You quickly realize that the majority of Steam is not
family friendly
video games
in any way, shape, or form.
Kids.
Like, look at this. Corsair's Legacy.
Send me the instructions.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you how to remove that.
If you make the correct changes and then you go and look at the new and trending on any daily basis, I guarantee you that the top one is not something that most people.
I've had my eyes open figuratively and literally. So just look at this. Corsair's Legacy Pirate Action RPG and Sea Battles. And you're like in a ship and you're doing sword battles, Yog's Sloth's Yard. Okay. Oh, that looks waifu. I have nothing wrong with that. But let's move on. I've heard about Tape to Tape.
Go to Superhero Flash Fest.
Hold on.
That one looks.
I will. Tape to Tape. I heard about this from someone else. It is a hockey roguelite where you can get powers. Like, you can build yourself up and you can have like tornadoes that start whipping through things. You can do a power where the ref body checks the opposing team. Like, I mean, seriously. Okay, where's that Superhero Flash?
Superhero
Oh no, that
Flash.
looks bad.
You got him.
Yep.
You got him good.
That looks bad.
I knew that was gonna happen. The preview
We got a rusted
instantaneously. The size of those things, my
right?
goodness.
Those capes on those superheroes.
Those wearing jugs.
I swear I'm not signed in on this one.
Yeah, no.
Even not signed in. It's like, so yeah. So just I would say go check out Next Fest.
I can't believe you scrolled over it. It said sexual content and nudity as the first two tags.
I totally.
Whoop.
We're getting canceled.
Go ahead, Mike. Save us.
That's fine.
It's pretty bad when I'm asking Mike to save us.
I think the last word was fist.
But
Yikes.
Speaking of being saved, there's a trending video game right now called The Last of Us. And mainly because there's a TV show that was based off the actual video game. And it's been really high up on all the charts because it's actually pretty good so far.
The game?
Yes.
According to most people. And I agree as well. But Phoenix has actually been playing the game for the first time alongside the episodes.
No, more importantly...
Well, I guess you could go ahead and say
more importantly, because a lot of people have played the game and now they're watching. A lot of gamers, I should say, a lot of people that are into gaming have played Last of Us and are now watching the show. I am specifically watching the episode and then only playing up until I catch up to the episode, and then I go watch an episode and I play up to the point. Which is really cool because I'm like, oh, wow. Like this scene in the game is beat for beat what's in that episode, and fully understanding the game came first, obviously. But it's just, it's an opposite perspective than most gamers.
Which is really kind of cool. And so I did not have a PlayStation when this game came out. So I did not play it. And have not started playing it because, there's other stuff I'm playing. But I did hear some people were kind of pissed because things are exactly like it. God, how it's supposed to be? It's the show. Why is it exactly like it? And then other people are like, "Did they totally went rogue on episode 3? Like that's not what's supposed to happen." And so
which is also a funny
dichotomy of fans.
Which is a funny one because the only thing that can be different is the end result of those people's relationship, because their relationship wasn't covered in the game other than the fact that they were in a relationship.
Right.
So any of the rest of the episode could have actually happened.
That's
could be canon.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Could be canon.
And that was kind of like my only my only complaint, I guess, if I had one, was that didn't really need to be that long. Like, we could have seen their relationship in a lot quicker sense. And it's like, to me, they're not people I care about because, like, they're not really I've never seen them. So it's like having to, I think he just wasted so much time. It's like a filler episode for me.
Oh, so
yeah, but it's like this whole story is just, anyway, that's my point. But hey.
I completely disagree. I think I love that they really developed that, especially in light of everything that's happening right now. And I was talking to my best friend this morning, and I was like, okay, since I know you're never going to watch this show, I'm just going to tell you about it. And I literally, she goes, are you crying? I was like, I am crying again, telling her about what fucking happened. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like getting ready for it. I was like, I gotta get my shit together. It can't be. I thought it was a beautiful episode.
Well, that, and
I'm gonna cry again.
I think the other part of it is, you could say the same thing about the first episode.
Yes. That's true. Oh,
because the exact same thing happened. The exact same thing happened there. They went into a lot more depth into a character that you did not spend very much time with in the game. And the thing is it gives you while yes, episode 3 you could have done this point shorter if you wanted to, but I love episode 3. I think it was great, but it gives you more insight into Joel's character. Because like we got to spend more time with his daughter and learn more about his daughter and, and their relationship. And, that's part of his character development. And I think it's kind of the same with, Frank and Bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Frank and Bill.
Yeah. Bill and Frank. And it's like you actually do like, I've gotten to Bill in the game because I haven't played up to episode 4 yet. And you spend at least a little bit of time with Bill in the game. So then it's fleshing out his character, which thus fleshes out Joel's character a little bit more.
Yeah, I think they're giving a lot of people who played the game originally what they asked for.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of characters that people were like, man, I really wish I could have seen more of this. And they were like,
yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
so here it is. Here's more.
Here you go.
Spoilers. We're not going to see these characters again. So, spending 3/4 of an episode on them, I thought it was worthwhile.
Well, and also, what the fuck are they supposed to do? I mean, it's a show.
Well,
I
think
these characters really have to truly develop.
Yeah, and it's hard to develop characters that spoiler you're not going to see again, in theory. So I can see why they spent 3/4 of an episode on it, but also to kind of Mike's point, they could have spent 1/4 of the episode on them and focused more on Joel and Ellie.
Yeah.
But
like, don't get me wrong. I think it was shot great. I think the story was great about them. Like, that was phenomenal. I just think it was just too long.
Yeah.
So I also thought it was really important for them to be able to be like, to show the isolation that they were going through, like that's any zombie apocalypse, anything, whether it's a movie, a TV show, or a video game, like the isolation is something that it is also like a fear in its own.
Yeah.
So to show their isolation versus other people's isolation, but that like a positive side, like they were growing their own vegetables, and spoiler alert, like if you haven't seen it, I won't
at least episode
big
3.
spoiler.
But
Yeah,
I think the other reason why 3/4 of an episode works a little bit better is because there's, no matter what they did, somebody's going to complain. But I think
like I said, that's my only. It's like
let me get my point out. I think if they had went to like only 1/4 of an episode, though, they would have been like, oh, they didn't want to touch the fact that they were in a gay relationship, and they just did this token throwaway thing.
Yeah.
That would have been a legitimate complaint from a lot of people that like, hey, they didn't want to touch the hard topics and they just want to stick to the game. So that's why I kind of like it being longer. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. That's
for me,
one of the ways it could have changed.
I feel like if it was like 10 minutes, it'd be too short to give a lot of details on the characters.
Yeah.
Like it's just not enough time to like really, if you're going to have these characters for like one episode and that's it, you cannot introduce these characters and then have them gone in 10 minutes and have them have any real impact, which is not what they were looking for, because they were trying to like really give these characters weight in the story and weight on like Joel's character. Mm-hmm. So like if it was 10 minutes, they come in, they introduce them, they'd have to only show the important clips. The important clips would be pretty much the ones that include Joel, and then it'd be over. And then they would move on to the next thing. And he would be like, yeah, I literally don't care anything at all about those characters. I just care about the interaction that happened between the primary character and them, and that's it.
Yeah.
Versus like this one, they managed to build up the characters so well that by the end of the episode, they had a large portion of the people watching the show legitimately in tears about the character's departure, which is incredibly impressive.
And a large portion extremely pissed off too. So it did its job as a piece of art media. Yeah. It elicited responses in people. But I, at the same time, I kind of get Mike's and lots of other people's view too of, hey, The Last of Us is really about Joel and Ellie. So let's try to focus on them. and I get a little bit of that too.
So, Mike, I want to know, did you cry during episode 3?
No.
You didn't cry? No. I fucking bawled. Bruno, you didn't either?
Why would I cry? Come on, Kelly. I'm pretty much confirmed dead inside. Like, if a doctor checked, they'd be like, God. Since like
Black. I was like, like seriously, so there's some parts I was crying so hard. I was dying. I was
my reaction to most of those parts toward the end, I'm like, oh yeah, that sucks. And then I was like, really? Okay. And then I was like, oh.
I literally told Kelly that she should watch this while she's preparing dinner and make sure she's cutting onions. So she had a good excuse.
Yeah. I literally the next morning I woke up and my eyes were puffy and it was like, I cried like somebody I knew.
I did not straight out bawl, but I absolutely teared up multiple times during that one.
Yeah, a lot of people I know.
Yeah, absolutely. I had to wipe my eyes a lot during that one.
All the humans I know.
Yeah, all the humans.
Oh God.
So I need to catch up. I have not seen episode 4 yet. I need to.
No. So I did just watch episode 4. But I think one thing that they touched on more, I guess at least at the very beginning, was Joel's drug use, selling drugs and using drugs and stuff.
Spoilers.
A little bit.
Hey, I'll say I don't know about episode 4 yet.
I'm talking about episode 1.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, you're talking about the beginning. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. I thought you were talking about
episode 1 and episode 2. So yeah.
Yeah,
we thought you were carrying on from 4. We're like, whoa.
No, I did see episode 4.
Episode 5.
Yeah.
That's when the Flash enters and takes Joel back to before anybody dies. No.
Don't eat anything with flour in it.
Yeah, God. So one thing that I did, the when they bring in the doctor in Thailand and the doctor in Thailand, and she's like looking and she realizes those that fungus is that fungus, those prop creators. Oh my God. Like,
oh yeah, it was
the CGI or whatever with that
cordyceps
shit coming out of their mouths. Oh, I'm sorry. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh my God.
The kiss.
Pretty,
like the kiss.
The kiss. Oh my God, the kiss. Oh God.
All right, spoilers. It's kind of new. Well, let people watch it.
Yeah, I know. We should have started this whole thing with saying spoilers.
Maybe we'll
have to put that in the title or something.
They're gonna be so pissed when Thanos shows up and they already know about it.
Yeah. Well, so I have been playing Last of Us, but I've also been playing a small little thing that was kind of unheard of. Oh, actually, before I move on, I just want to say, because I'm going to talk about sales coming up in a second too. But before we move on, I just want to say that the Last of Us show, after it debuted, the sales of Last of Us game increased by 248%.
Oh, don't doubt that. I'm shocked.
Now, I don't know if that meant that they were selling 1 a month to 248 a month, or
yeah.
But yeah. So there was a new game that just came out. It's very popular among people, and it's only $30. And that's
just people, or also other
gamers are talking about streamers, people.
Okay. Just saying.
And that's Hi-Fi Rush.
It's important to get clarification.
So
I don't know. Maybe some dogs are really enjoying Hi-Fi Rush.
I mean, I heard that there are some young people who can't even play games yet have weighed in on the subject, and their review looks kind of fun.
Hey, there we go.
Yes.
So it's a action-based, third person perspective rhythm game, an action game, very similar to really Devil May Cry. If you want a good example, where you have different moves that you unlock, different combos, you can air juggle people, you can jump up in the air and attack them in the air and stay up in the air for multiple attacks. And you just kick a lot of ass, even early on, from really the get-go.
You kick a lot of ass.
You are kicking ass. So we'll put a little card up top. We got a little quick thing that can show you the footage really fast. I'm not even going to show it today just because you can go check that out really quick. There's tons of places to see the footage on it. It's very kind of comic book style, not cell shaded really, but
it's cute.
Yeah, it's nice. Bold, bright colors. It's got some cool music in it. Some licensed music, so streamers beware on that. But they do have a streamer mode in theory that can take out the licensed music.
And what's your little what's your thing called?
Cash or pass.
There you go.
Not smash or pass. Cash or pass.
Yeah.
So you'll have to go watch the video to see what he decided. Was it cash or pass?
Yeah, exactly. And make your own decision on it as well. But yeah. The last thing I want to say is it released the same month as Forspoken and outsold Forspoken monetary wise. It was half the cost of Forspoken and it sold more dollar wise than Forspoken did.
Oh, good. Forspoken pretty much needs like a government based supercomputer to run at above 60 FPS.
Especially apparently if you have ray tracing on.
They pretty much had that coming. That's what you get, Square Enix. Make better games, losers.
I just love your honesty.
I'm about to go raid in Final Fantasy later tonight, but I'll crap on Square Enix like nobody's business. They release garbage. Outriders, come on.
Fuck
now Forspoken, what is this?
Back up, guys.
One garbage title a year.
Back up. He's on.
It's like they have a quota to me.
It's been a while. I love it. I love a good.
Oh, what's the recommended specs for this? A 4080? Oh yeah, a 4080. That's great. It's a good thing that's not like I don't know the second best
impossible to get
on the freaking market. It's like, oh, is that a big deal, guys? For a 4080 for 1440p without ray tracing? Is that a problem? Idiots. Sorry, that's just my opinion.
I'm gonna start a Twitter
It's not an
account.
opinion, it's a fact, but it's my
just
opinion.
Shit Bruno says.
I'm gonna start a segment called Just Shit Square Enix Releases, and I'm gonna have so much content. Infinite content, because it's just like a constant stream of shit.
I smell a recurring segment.
I do too.
Fortunately, it doesn't smell like shit.
Bot, put it on Twitch. Anyway, anything left on Hi-Fi Rush?
Nope.
Okay.
Go watch it.
So I have been playing a few games. Actually, I played. Well, the first one is Startup Company. So I've been playing a lot of management sim games lately, and this one was kind of cool. Caught my eye. I actually watched another streamer on YouTube playing it, and I was like, "Hey, I'll check that out. Looks kind of like up my alley." So kudos to him. I'll have to put like a little link or something. But yeah, basically, you're running a company. It's like a tech company, so you get to pick like, which top market you want to be in. Do you want to be in like video? Do you want to be in like clothing or whatever, like an item shop or whatever? And all you're doing is hiring employees like developers and stuff to make modules. They write the code to make these little modules, and the modules, just like everything else in the skill tree, you have to like equal out to something else. And the whole idea is to keep this company afloat, but it's like a web-based company. So all you're doing is monitoring like how much web traffic you're getting, and you have to like buy servers and do stuff. I know this sounds really crazy, or just bad, but anyway, I've been enjoying it. But it's really cool. I'm actually playing a good bit of it, and and you actually have like ranking and stuff too, so you can see like where you're at according to like the top 60 businesses or whatever. So it's pretty neat. And the second game that I've been playing is I've actually went back to golf with friends. So me and a buddy played the other night, and
hold on, Daedric, did he play with you?
No.
Bruno, did he play with you? He didn't play with me either.
I didn't know he had other friends.
He didn't play with me either. It sounds like he's playing golf without your friends.
Yeah.
Golf with acquaintances, if you will.
Yes.
Which does not sound as good, by the way.
Golf with randos.
I guess we'll have to change it to golf with my family, so that way it makes it better.
We won't give you a hard time.
But anyway, I went back to that. We just had a couple of minutes. We're like, hey, let's just play this real quick because it's easy. We don't have to think about it too much, like whatever. And they've done a lot of updates since we've played it last.
Nice.
Like I don't know if it was an early access when I bought it, but it was a long time ago. And they've added a lot of new levels, and like the design of those levels are like really interesting. Like there's a space level, and like there's gravity walls, and certain paths have like anti-gravity. It's like all this crazy stuff that's going on.
I remember that level. I don't think that one's all that new.
Well, it's new for me. Like it's been that long.
Clearly, you have not been playing golf with your friends.
Yeah, they have. They have definitely revamped the game and increased a lot of it. It says after playing some of those levels, we were like, I don't mind throwing some money at the game,
right?
Because like the DLC levels, like for whatever, because like these levels are really well done.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is definitely a quality game.
The other thing
the netcode's
is they also have it open. Well, they have a level editor. And it's open on the workshop, so you can literally create your own levels and just throw them on the workshop for free. So there's a lot of replayability in this game. Like this game, don't sleep on this game if you have it, or if not, pick it up because it's definitely
a pretty hard game to sleep while playing.
Well, and it's this is one of the better games to play when you're in a Discord with your friends. The netcode on it's really good. You can see your friends like moving around and swinging and not swinging, but
yeah. Whenever I've played it with people, usually we enable the ability to hit each other's balls,
collide.
Fire.
Oh, I bet you do hit each other's balls.
I was gonna say
we just love slapping each other's balls together.
Anyway, that's what I've been playing. Kelly, you want to tell us what you've been playing?
So I've been playing with my family a game my daughters were really excited to get. Uno Attack. And it was like, is this going to shoot cards all over the place?
Yeah.
It sure does.
It does. It actually says, don't worry. Like in the instructions, no, it doesn't shoot cards everywhere. No, it kind of does. It kind of fucking really does.
Yeah, it doesn't shoot cards everywhere.
Everywhere.
They didn't end up in
all
your
over
card.
Your fucking kitchen.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the rules are a little bit different. So, you know, when you're playing Uno, it makes cute sounds. When you're playing Uno,
I thought I was being abducted.
Yeah, it's very alien.
Uno Attack.
So you have to like pick a card from the deck until you can actually play it, right? This one is if you can't play a card, you hit the button and sometimes you get one card. Sometimes you get no cards. Sometimes you get 8, like whatever the fuck it wants to do. But if you don't get a card, it just moves on. So you're not stuck with like 600 cards unless it fucking attacks you. The thing my husband was doing, because
I thought you were going to say it was like your husband in the stripper bar making it rain with the cards coming out.
No, it was worse. My husband was literally like, he'd hit the button and go like in his face, and I'm like,
okay, yeah, no, that tracks.
I see
that tracks.
exactly what's going on
worse.
Here.
Yeah,
that tracks.
I've done that with. Let's talk about it later.
It just shoots cards out.
Yeah, so it spits cards. Okay, so
we don't need to know about your Bukkake films.
They missed an opportunity to do like an X-Men crossover and have it like a Gambit all over it.
Yeah, they definitely missed that.
Gambit?
Yeah.
Is it Gambit?
Gambit, yep.
Yeah.
But if you like Uno, there are different Uno rules. One is like you can get a card that you can choose. Somebody has to push the button 4 times or whatever. So there are definitely different cards. And like I said, slightly different rules when you start and stuff like that. So anyway, it was fun.
Cool. Well, that's you good? Or do you have something? Sound like you were.
Damn it.
Keyboard's hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they don't work if they're not.
Sorry if you're listening to the audio, because man,
I'm not sorry. Hear the suffering.
Anyway, but yeah, that's what got our attention this week. And make sure to check out our YouTube. We just dropped a new video. Actually, Phoenix just dropped a new video on, like we said earlier, about Hi-Fi Rush. Go check it out. And yeah, that's about it. So Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Be safe. See ya.
Deuces.